Oh, it felt good to be home for all of 24 hours. Now I'm back on the road for my day job. But I'm back from CES and I got a chance to go hands-on with 00 Robotics. I wanted to do a video while I was there, but things didn't go quite as planned. And we're talking about the Falcon V-Coptr today, so stick around. Alrighty, so how many of you have contemplated or have thought about buying the Vcoptr? I will tell you that 00 rubbed me the wrong way with that early bird special sale. I thought that was pretty lame because I'm looking on their website right now and the drone is back up to $999. Now I'll tell you, after looking at this drone in person, I'm not interested in it anymore. And yeah, it's cool that it has 50 minutes of flight. That's really impressive that a drone today can get 50 minutes of flight. But this drone is actually rocking some very 2016 specifications. First off, let's start off with the camera. When I asked 00 what type of camera this drone had, they told me that this drone camera is equivalent to that of the Mavic Pro, not the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic Pro. $1,000 for the Mavic Pro camera. I can get a Mavic Pro right now today for probably like 600 bucks used, maybe less than that. So I was like, okay, I can overlook the camera. And then I started overlooking the design and just getting it in hand and really feeling it. And it just feels cheaply made. Like I don't get the same zest from holding it as I do with the Mavic Pro, the Mavic 2 Pro, or even the Autel Evo. Just doesn't have the same feel in hand. Now, does that really matter? Maybe, I don't know, but it's just, it's a knock against their build quality. The third thing that really bothered me was how many moving components there were on this drone. There was a lot of moving components when it first started up, and I just can't help but think that that could be the Achilles heel of this drone and its overall stability. Now I'm gonna add to that because while I was there, I never saw this drone fly not one time. Now they did have a prototype flying while I was there. It was a 249 gram prototype, which was cool, it was cool. But I thought the space in which 00 picked out was large enough to at least take off with the Vcoptr. But apparently not, as they would not actually allow that drone to be flown, which I thought was really weird. This is your flagship drone and you're not flying it at CES. They did, however, have it mounted to a table in which they were flying it in circles on the table, but not actually physically flying it. So it makes me believe that there may be some stability issues there that they aren't actually telling anybody about. But I just found that really peculiar. What I asked the rep, what really separated this drone from everything else on the market, the only thing she can say to me was flight time, 50 minutes of flight. And I go back to the fact that 50 minutes of flight is only as good as the subject that you're filming or how good of a camera you actually have. If you're getting 50 minutes of flight and you're filming something with the Mavic Pro camera, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like that is not enough of a factor for me to choose this over something else. You're getting about 20 minutes more out of this drone, and that's again based upon what 00 is saying, than you are with anything else. And then I pressed them on the fact of, will this actually ship in February? And they gave me an astounding yes. Yes, it will. They said, it's going to ship in February. This is different than the Hover 2. My life has been filled with disappointment. I remember a time when my father went to the store for a gallon of milk and never returned. He didn't come back. Well, he came back, but he went back in the garage, but I thought he never came back. So for the rest of my life, I lived fatherless. He went for milk, never came back. And he's probably watching this. Damn you, father. But the fact is, the reality is they still haven't delivered to many backers of the Hover 2. And I get it, the Hover 2 is a whole different animal, and that's sort of what they conveyed to me, that it's not the same, that these are two different drones entirely. But I just think it's sort of crappy that you couldn't deliver your first product, which would seemingly be something simpler than a bi-copter design, but you're going to promise that this drone is going to deliver in February. I don't know, there's a lot of holes left unanswered, and I just felt like the team at 00 was incredibly standoffish. I felt like if I walked over to Autel, X Dynamics, or even Power Vision, like it was an entirely different experience at those booths. Hell, even the DJI booth, people were very happy to answer your questions, but as to where 00 got sort of defensive when you ask them pressing questions, that makes a big difference to the consumer. So as of right now, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm totally okay with sitting this one out. The V-Coptrs, it's a cool concept, but I think it's just that. I think it's just a concept, and I'm not really interested in wasting $1,000. If I was interested in, buying another concept this year, because I already got one concept in the Skydio 2, I don't need a second concept. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. I think I've got a bad taste in my mouth with new products this year. So I don't know. Maybe I'll order it. I don't know. But as of right now, I need to see more information. They need to be a little bit clearer. If you feel the same way, sound off in the comment section. They did say the deposits are refundable, so that is a good thing. So whether you pay through PayPal or you buy with credit card, if you have a change of heart, you can get that money back. So that's a good thing to see. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to share it, hit that subscribe button, and as always, stay original. I'll see you in the next one.